Good evening once again. I'm Maggie Strauss, bringing you the headlines at 10. President Hifikepunye Pohamba has called on the former liberation movements of Southern Africa to remain true to the ideals of freedom, social justice and human dignity. In his capacity as SWAPO party leader, hosting the summit of the leaders of the former liberation movements, President Pohamba said now that Africa has won political freedom, a lot still needed to be done to achieve economic freedom on the continent. The president said many people in the SADC region were still suffering the legacy of colonial oppression, and it was up to the political parties in power to address the situation. The Ministry of Education plans to recruit more than 1,300 teachers for the next academic year. Over 525 teaching posts will be created to address staff shortages in the education sector. Education Minister Dr. Abram Iyambo says the ministry is placing emphasis on early childhood development, more particularly at pre-primary and primary levels. Moving on to business news, fuel prices will remain unchanged for this month. In a media release issued yesterday, the Mines and Energy Ministry indicated that despite a number of economic conditions facing the world, there has not been any drastic changes in international fuel prices. The price of 93 octane leaded replacement petrol at the Walvis Bay pumps remains at $8.77 a litre, while the unleaded stands at $8.88 per litre. Diesel there remains $9.25 per litre, and prices at all pumps countrywide remain the same. In international news, some Somalis have fled to Ethiopia for fear their children may be forcibly conscripted by Islamist insurgents. The UNHCR Alison Oman says some mothers at refugee camps in Ethiopia told her they left Somalia as they had nothing left to buy off the militants. Al-Shabaab controls most of the south and central Somalia, including two large regions worst affected by the famine. The group banned many aid agencies from its territory 2 years ago. In sports news, the Brave Warriors B-side beat a South African development team by 1-0 in a friendly match last night. The highly entertaining match took place at the Sanyama Stadium in the capital. The two teams lined up in front of a large crowd which came to see the two nations' future stars. Credit went to the home team, which played with passion from the beginning to the end. And that's all we have for you tonight. Pleasant viewing.